But for the most part, what 𝗏𝗀𝗶𝗴 has proven today, at least plus, is that gods do bleed. 𝗬𝗏𝗵 has taken a loss. He is beatable. And 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶, being number 2 seed, has the best opportunity to do so.
Yeah, very true. And let's see if he's going to be bleeding a little bit more at the hands of 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶. Let's see. It is finals time. We are finally here. Let's see. So banning the 𝗂𝗶𝗵𝗶 early on, it looks like he had that 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶, the 𝗧𝗫, didn't like his odds with that 𝗂𝗶𝗵𝗶. So good ban. Now that you don't have your 𝗂𝗶𝗵𝗶, the fire 𝗧𝗫 a bit more problematic. But all right, we had a nature chromium. Now we go ahead and have a neutral chromium, and paired on with a Hedgen. Fantastic coverage, got the Generify nice and early. And looking at the entirety of 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶's team, Hellfire goes 𝗵𝗶, a fire tornado really does quite a number too. So let's see, I'm pretty certain that will be a Hedgen paired up with this neutral 𝗧𝗫. But 𝗏𝗶𝗶 and I mean, what's gonna be taking down Hedgen? Not very much.
That is so nasty. Opening with that neutral chromium. 𝗬𝗏𝗵 has said, he's talked about how neutral chromium is actually ridiculous, mainly because of what is in its arsenal. Now the question is, what exactly is in an arsenal plus? Well, let me tell you. Let me double check. Actually,
yeah. Well, we saw the undermine.
Yeah, undermine was one of them. I believe it also has refresh, which gives you special attack bonus, which is a big yes, for sure. It also has, I believe, what else was it? There was neutral torrent. Generify was a good one as well. I believe it is in options. Obviously, harmful microwaves is a must. The question is if this chromium is running refresh, perhaps.
Yeah, we'll see. It looks like to be like a special attack investment. Hey, Blue, since you're looking at the list, did it happen to have harmful lick? Because that would be quite effective. But as we said, it has undermine, so probably more of that special attack investment. So harmful lick probably doesn't do too much. But okay, does decide to pick up that Toucan. Oh, the 𝗏𝗍𝗧 with the turn 1 aquatic whirlwind. I mean, it has to take some damage from the 𝗏𝗶𝗶. But it looks to be the game plan for 𝗬𝗏𝗵. So 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶, the Mimic or the Hedgen might be the two best Temtems on 𝗬𝗏𝗵's team. Who are we Okay, so double fire catching the ban, and rightfully so. That is 2 crystals, a Yggdrasil, and the other Temtems that take neutral pressure from those.
For sure. I mean, the big thing as well is that this Toucan is forced to swap out here, most likely. 𝗬𝗍𝗧 just does way too much damage on it. Shuriken, Tsunami, obviously 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶's Wrath on the turn thereafter, if it does stay in. So 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗶 most likely going to be picking up both Crystal Temps if he bans both fires here. I would be surprised if it was otherwise. Maybe perhaps Momo 0B1 would be fine, but then you leave 𝗏𝗏𝗏 out and you give 𝗬𝗏𝗏 a 𝗏𝗏𝗏. You basically, it's just a question of, do you want to contest a 𝗏𝗏𝗏 in this field, or do you want to have that that undermine from the Momo and the 0B1? But okay, he decides for the 𝗏𝗏𝗏. And this is most likely a 0B1. I wouldn't be surprised if Momo was picked up here. I think, for the most part, you're gonna need to sustain yourself. But no, he picks up Momo. 0B1 is ignored. No support for this time for 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗏. He's going out for the all-out brawl. Same with 𝗬𝗏𝗵, but bear in mind, 𝗬𝗏𝗵's team is hyper fast.
That is right. Let's go ahead and jump into it though. Finals time. 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗏 and 𝗬𝗏𝗵. Who's going to take the early advantage with that one game up? But hey, the heater doing so good. I mean, turn 1 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗏. Tsunami, of course, not doing too much with Team Elusive, but Aquatic Whirlwind, 30% less effective into that Toucan. So heater, definitely the competitive trait as we see here. Chromium, I'm not too sure what that turn 1 looks like. Maybe just a good old harmful microwaves. I believe that was a special. So yeah, we did see it earlier from 𝗬𝗏𝗏. So could just go for that and then turn 2 undermine perhaps. But okay, 𝗧𝗍𝗧 anticipating the plague will swap over to move flank, just neutrally eating that. And oh, now 𝗃𝗵𝗶 gets double damage, or not double, but 30% additional damage on this technique that will be thrown out. Let's see what he does throw out.
Toucan will be swapping out as well. Plague will connect on the 𝗧𝗵𝗶. That is a squishy 𝗧𝗵𝗶, or really hard-hitting Plague, because that did 48% damage. That was ridiculous. Neutral Torrent, though, gonna trade in, but definitely not as significant as a damage source. But still, Burn is now off as Heater expires. But wow, that 𝗧𝗵𝗶 is squishy.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, we always gotta keep in mind, now with people having to invest a bit more in stamina, that has to be a little bit more sacrifice in terms of maybe the HP or either the attack power. I think people love to keep their attack, special attack, so I think naturally the HP slash the bulk kind of takes the back end there. So maybe that's just a natural result of that stamina buff, or stamina nerf rather. But yeah, 𝗵𝗶 Flank did go down a little bit more than we're used to seeing. 𝗵𝗶 Flank looking like a beast, but it looks like just a double up, a 1-2 punch on this trapped in 𝗵𝗶 Flank will be more than enough to take it down. Crystal Dust plus another Plague, those are way too fast for the 𝗵𝗶 Flank. Able to get off a Goring before going down, but that won't be getting any kills here. But maybe just enough. Goring into an Undermine on that 𝗧𝗵𝗶. I believe that's going to be enough for the 𝗧𝗵𝗶. So the 𝗲𝗏 in the back line, feeling good about that. But 𝗧𝗏𝗇ng still with that Toucan with the answers. Okay, this is getting interesting here in turn 2.
Man, 𝗃𝗵𝗶's tail is so shiny. Regardless, 𝗧𝗵𝗶 will be swapped out for that mix. Double crystal on the field, boys. Just like the good old days. And the Goring will impact, but does have damage. So probably the most ideal position for this mix to shock absorb the attacks. Crystal Spike to follow through. Undermine as well to try and take out the mix, but does not do a lot of damage. And this 𝗃𝗵𝗶 feeling incredibly underwhelming right now.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta give credit where credit's due. At least you get that -1 special attack. And Mix is a special attacker, so that is a 33% reduction on that special attack. Not too bad. But yeah, of course, 𝗃𝗵𝗶 does have the 30%, but maybe we got a bit too spoiled with things like Undermine from Momo back in the old patch. So this is just like normal damage coming out. At least he kept the mix above Puppet Master range, so something like a simple 𝗲𝗏 attack from Crystal Spikes, or even an 𝗬𝗏𝗏 Aquatic Whirlwind looking to take down this mix with a single attack. So let's see, 𝗃𝗵𝗶 saving it down the road. 𝗲𝗏, speaking of him, does make his first appearance in game number 1.
Crystal Spike to follow through, though, punishing that 𝗲𝗏 swap and doing 40% roughly in the base jump as well to punish the 𝗲𝗏. Staying in, but the side surge should secure the kill on the 𝗧𝗵𝗶. He went through, but no goes with the 𝗲𝗏. Does neutral damage for the -1 special attack. Bearing Fruit there did only 27%. 17% damage, as it would do normally like 22-23%. So that is huge.
Yeah, huge indeed. I'm kind of curious. I mean, he had the guaranteed kill on 𝗵𝗶 Flank most likely, but I guess gunning down 𝗲𝗏 is not that bad. 𝗏𝗏 has the speed arrow, so if these 𝗲𝗏 are about the same speed, or rather the exact same speed, 𝗏𝗏's 𝗲𝗏 would go first, killing the mix if it stays in. But that mix just very well might be becoming a Toucan very shortly. So maybe you have to throw everything onto this 𝗧𝗏𝗃 guy's 𝗲𝗏. Let's go ahead and see if he makes the reads, but no, 𝗲𝗏 not trying to eat any kind of Crystal Spike, does indeed swap into 𝗬𝗏𝗏, expecting the Toucan. But did 𝗧𝗏𝗃 read the read, or did 𝗏𝗏 read the read? Yeah, that was 𝗏𝗏 getting a slight upper hand here.
Ooh, the Goring locking in the kill, but not quite there as 𝗲𝗏 doesn't go down. Ninja Jutsu to throw in so much damage, but it lives 1% in a dream.
Yeah, jeez, I didn't think it would go down like that, but 1 little percent. At least you get to throw out a Crystal Spike perhaps later down the road. But now, I think 𝗧𝗵𝗶 is going to be coming in for this 𝗲𝗏. 𝗧𝗵𝗶 is such a good powerhouse of a Temtem to pressure out 𝗬𝗏𝗏. And at 51%, I'm pretty sure the Plague will be more than enough. So now 𝗧𝗏𝗃 has to try to mitigate some damage, but he keeps swapping in and out. And 𝗏𝗏 getting some damage, but at the same time, so is 𝗧𝗏𝗃. Look at that HP differential. 𝗃𝗵𝗶, 𝗬𝗏𝗏, 𝗬𝗏𝗏, and 𝗵𝗶 Flank right around that 50 or less HP. So in terms of HP, 𝗧𝗵𝗵 is winning so far. But in terms of that current pressure on the board, 𝗬𝗵𝗵 currently has that in the cage, keeping everything in. I'm smelling a tsunami blue.
Yeah, unfortunately, 𝗏𝗏 is unable to escape, and the double swap is absolutely denied. Aquatic Whirlwind to go into that Tulkan for sure, securing that kill. Goodbye, Tulkan. Your shenanigans have been purged. 𝗏𝗏 gets the scavenger buff off, however, so it is able to sustain a little bit, but that's definitely not an ideal. 𝗧𝗵𝗵 caught with his pants down. 𝗬𝗵𝗆 swapped in to at least pressure the 𝗧𝗵𝗺 following through, but the 𝗧𝗵𝗆 will still be able to do a decent chunk of damage here going into that 𝗬𝗵𝗆 this turn.
I mean, man, talk about value. Whenever you just, I mean, 𝗧𝗵𝗵 just literally skipped a turn. It's essentially like he DC'd, didn't get anything off, tried a double swap, forgetting about that cage on move flank. You know, I dare say I haven't seen 𝗬𝗵𝗵 press cage. What if he saved the cage all the way till the very end? That would be quite impressive. Maybe 𝗧𝗵𝗵 not realizing that move flank had a cage on his moveset. But beautiful stuff. However, killing that Toucan does guarantee that the 𝗬𝗵𝗆 comes in for free. And now 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗆 cage is sometimes a double-edged sword. 𝗬𝗵𝗵 forgetting about the cage.
𝗂𝗀𝗶𝗴? Hang on.
𝗂𝗀𝗶𝗴 indeed.
𝗧𝗵𝗺 just dead here. 𝗏𝗏𝗃 Plague will take that hit. Oh my god, I just realized the joke. Good job, 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗃 guy. But the pickoff will be 𝗧𝗵𝗺, and Funky? I mean, sorry, 𝗬𝗵𝗵? What?
Yeah, you know, to be fair, 𝗧𝗵𝗺 wasn't going to be doing anything. So 𝗬𝗵𝗵 could have done that on purpose because 𝗧𝗵𝗺, Aquatic Whirlwind was offline. Plague is a 3 prio play.
Yeah.
So, you know, he could have just done it for the memes, guys. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. 𝗬𝗵𝗵 is in the finals for a reason. He knew he wasn't taking out the 𝗬𝗵𝗆 with any kind of priority move. 𝗬𝗵𝗆 had the priority, so I believe that was kind of just like a little meme-ish play right there. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, yeah, fair enough. But regardless, for the most part, the 𝗬𝗵𝗆 getting that damage off, and I just realized the joke 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗃 guys trying to make. 𝗵𝗏𝗃 Plague, haha. I just got it. Haha.
Yeah, I said it earlier, Blue. I'm surprised you didn't catch it.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. I was building a table. But for the most part, we'll see 𝗏𝗃 will be swapped out here for the 𝗬𝗵𝗵. For 𝗵𝗵 here, so the double Chromium will be on the field. Also gets that synergy bonus from that Thinner Typer. Heartful Microwaves. We'll see how much damage it does. It says goodbye to the mix as it goes down, secures that kill, and Plague to follow through, trying to do as much damage as possible, secures the kill on the Chromium. But unfortunately, there's still another one alive.
Yeah, so let's take a look. 3 Temtems remaining for 𝗬𝗵𝗵, 2 Temtems remaining for 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗃. It's just neutral on neutral pressure, but the one difference maker will be this 𝗬𝗵𝗆 does Vortex Sandstorm online for this 𝗏𝗏. So, and 𝗏𝗏 can't really do too much pressure, so I believe 𝗬𝗵𝗵's idea is just to try to throw everything into this 𝗬𝗵𝗆, but can't really throw the 𝗏𝗏 attacks into this 𝗬𝗵𝗆. But it looks like he didn't want to bring in Move Flank, maybe saying that the Plague, yeah, you know, the Plague did do well over 43%, so maybe 𝗏𝗏 could eat it a little bit better, but it might just be the DV instead, of course. So 𝗧𝗵𝗵𝗃 guy, very, very impressive. Are we about to see 𝗧𝗵𝗃 taking down our undefeated Swiss round #1 seed? Let's see. So Crystal Spike 100 down to 65, so clean 35%, and the Undermine taking it down to 15, so not too shabby. Any other attack will indeed take it down.
Sandstorm secures the kill on the 𝗏𝗏 for sure, but now the problem is, how did they kill this 𝗵𝗵? Double Edge does so much damage, even with a -1 special attack, and I lied plus. I know how they kill the Chromium now.
A Plague?
They just hit it really hard.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Yeah, just a simple Plague. Of course, the 𝗬𝗵𝗆 does have to rest unless he wants to overexert, but I don't know if there's any way. We saw how much a single Plague does on the move flank. There is no Kinu buffs on the move flank, so a single Plague will bring it down. And then I believe another Plague at 17.2% on that 𝗵𝗵 Chromium also takes it down. So 𝗬𝗵𝗆 will be the MVP for game #1 of our finals. 𝗧𝗵𝗃 guy looking to be going up 1 game unless a Goring Okay. Going step 1, knock out the Momo. However,
this is a bit KS actually. The 𝗶𝗶𝗴 is not quite there yet, and Dust Vortex secures the kill. Okay, there we go. But it OXs the 𝗶𝗶𝗴 OXs. The Undermine should kill here.
Oh man. I guess it's still, if you rest there, a base jump would have done.
Yeah, base jump would have killed. Oh, pain.
Oh, dude, I was certain. Close. I guess I misjudged that stamina there. I didn't think 𝗶𝗶𝗴 would overexert so significantly. Well, there we go. Our number 1 seed, 𝗧𝗵𝗵, taking it home in that very first game. 𝗧𝗵𝗵's day. But of course, never ever speak too soon. I'll go ahead and input the score. 𝗧𝗵𝗵 taking it on that right side right now. I'll give him the blue coin. Not the blue coin, but the blue icon there. So let's see. It was the 𝗧𝗵𝗄𝗃 getting the ban nice and early. It was 𝗧𝗵𝗄𝗃 and it wasn't a Hedgen. Was it 𝗧𝗵𝗄𝗃?
It was 𝗧𝗵𝗄𝗃. No, it was a 𝗧𝗵𝗄𝗃 and a Hedgen ban. No Fire Temps were
True.
Yeah. So, but for the most part, I just did want to mention that for the side of Scarsing, he literally got to the finish line by inches. So I don't think he should be discouraged with what he had. I believe, obviously, it boiled down to Mix getting absolutely red and obliterated by the Chromion. And for the most part as well, he just has to, maybe perhaps, if he wants to outperform, but ooh, 𝗧𝗵𝗵 playing dirty.
Yeah, that indeed. I mean, what's going to be effective into the 𝗶𝗶𝗴? Just some good neutral pressure early on, and 𝗶𝗶𝗴 almost taking the victory from 𝗧𝗵𝗵's hands. So once the target down nice and early, doesn't have, has 𝗧𝗵𝗺 as a clean answer for the Toucan, but we'll see. Is Scarsing gonna let that slide? It's either the Hedgen. Oh man, Hedgen does have a bit more coverage against Scarsing's team, so it most likely has to be Hedgen. But we'll see if it is indeed 𝗧𝗵𝗺 looking to get picked up to deal with this Toucan. Or does Scarsing like his matchup? And 𝗧𝗵𝗺 will be the ban. So Hedgen does get picked up. I don't know if that's worse or better. I mean, Hedgen is such an incredible Temtem to a lot of the Scarsing's team.
Wow, that was a quick pickup. 𝗧𝗵𝗵 this time instead for the backline of Scarsing guy. And for the most part, for 𝗧𝗵𝗵, the only real adjustments here are the Mimic in the opening, stealing the Chromion, and the backline having that Hedgen instead.
Yeah, that is true. And man, I say it over and over again, the heater just nice and early. It puts a damper on those aggressive teams. I mean, 30% is no joke. That is a significant amount. So 𝗵𝗵𝗆 doing the deed onto the Toucan. The double up, man, Toucan all the way down, 75% out the door.
For sure, the Plague doing decent damage though on the Chromion, not letting it get away for free, and in fact, it pays with its life.
Yeah, that indeed, and of course, Tornado will be online. It should be able to outspeed right here, right now. So Chromion outspeed in the other turns, but it looks like the Tornado from this Toucan might just be enough. And when I say might, I mean 100,000% enough. It's just 2.9% remaining. But if Toucan wants to stay in for the Tornado, I mean, he doesn't have to. 𝗶𝗶𝗴 with the Plague is obviously more than enough. So Toucan, I think he might have to save it for that 𝗏𝗏 in the back line. With that being said, 𝗶𝗶𝗴's still there for the 𝗏𝗏 too. So we'll see. Toucan does indeed swap out. Ooh. And it's a little, and hey, perfect timing, guys. Take a look at the name if you guys are just joining us. This is the OB10 here.
Incredibly smart play with the hacked microchip protecting the 𝗧𝗵𝗵 from any following strikes. The Sandstorm doing some chip damage on the Mimic Chromion and picking off the OG. So no longer can you clone that Chromion, which 𝗧𝗵𝗵 adores so much. But of course, there's still the disgusting synergy bonuses, which is all of the neutral Temps in the back. So this Chromion, if not dealt with, will still continue to pressure.
Yeah, not too bad. Let's see. So plus in Zaf, the OB10 going really low, 65%. And man, the little 𝗬𝗶 staying nice and healthy, which is going to be biting Gag Bomb in the butt later on. 𝗬𝗶 so strong against the hedge and so strong against the 𝗬𝗏. Let's see how it plays out. Not that the move flank is here. I believe a single Goring, probably more than enough to take down that single OB10 down. So what does 𝗧𝗵𝗵 want to do? He has a couple backline Tems, but that will eat it neutrally. But damage is damage. No Temtem really is fond of eating a Goring straight to the face. I mean, he has a bush, but that's 3 prio versus 3 prio move.
For sure, the 0B1 most likely swapping out here for most likely the Momo? I'm not quite sure who wants to take that kind of damage. But the Mo flank definitely with that Goring might just try, there might be just a potential double up onto that 0B1 spot, or actually doing damage to the 𝗬𝗶 might be the idea.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking early on. I was honestly thinking that the 𝗬𝗶 was a bigger threat than that Toucan, but it looks like Gag Bomb prioritizing the Toucan over the 𝗬𝗶. And fair enough, I mean, Toucan's still a great Temtem. I just thought the 𝗬𝗶 did a bit more to the entire lineup. But still, fair enough indeed. Let's see, is the 0B10 going to be taken down from the likes of a single Goring? Or can it live with something like a bush or a swap? Hey, Blue, you said Momo. I almost feel like 𝗬𝗏 could work here just because Hedgen isn't on the board. But okay, it looks like 𝗧𝗵𝗵 agreeing with you there. Momo coming in, trying to hit the Goring. So, oh, 50% down, just like that.
The blade connecting as well, doing a lot of damage onto the Momo. On the Mimic. But the Generify gonna protect the Mimic from any further threats. And it will be able to land another harmful microwaves without getting punished, at least for this turn. So it's gonna go down swinging. At least land a trade, because right now 𝗧𝗵𝗵 guy is actually in a very scary position against a 𝗬𝗏 and a Hedgen in the back. It's not like any of these low HP Tems are faster than either Hedgen nor 𝗬𝗏. So right now it may seem like it's a 5-on-3 after this Mimic dies, but it's more like a 3v3 really, because Hedgen and 𝗬𝗏 will be securing kills left, right, and center if 𝗧𝗵𝗵 guy's not careful.
Yeah, exactly right. Hedgen alone easily takes down that OB10, is able to take down the Momo and the Toucan with the harmful microwaves as well. So yeah, Hedgen looking to make a difference for Gag Bomb. 1 Temtem down on his side, potentially one more in this Mimic. But it does have 1 tick of Bamboozle, so it might have to wait one more turn. So maybe all the focus for 𝗧𝗵𝗵 guy will be this move flank. But we saw how much that one Goring did. Base jump plus a double up, looking to take out this Momo. Let's see. So 𝗧𝗵𝗵 preserving the 𝗬𝗶 for down the road, and now it's gonna be the bad 𝗬𝗏. Willpower drain does pop the Bamboozle, but neutral turret plus I'm thinking a base jump does indeed take the Momo, so things are going from bad to worse for 𝗧𝗵𝗵.
The Mimic no longer neutralized, might just OX here. If I believe it did OX, or did it? I'm trying to remember. I believe it.
No, I didn't see it. I don't think it did OX, so it could throw out one final attack. And hey, Toucan now on the board. However, Goring back online. Of course, Toucan does have Tornado, but move flank is at 100%, so Goring is 100% guaranteed to fly off. And there's no really good swaps there to eat the Goring, so move flank rather free attack, swapping out the Cenotyper, or swapping out the Mimic, while Goring cleaning up the Toucan. So as I said, 𝗧𝗵𝗵, oh man, okay, going for the Hail Mary Madness buff. Is this enough? Is this enough to bring 𝗧𝗵𝗵 guy back into this game? I mean, 𝗬𝗶 is a good step in the right direction as well. Has DV online for this 𝗬𝗏. I mean, Madness buff might very well be enough. I mean, a Plague plus a Crystal Spike. 1 Plague took the move flank all the way close to 50%. Crystal Spike would do the remaining. So you gotta decide, where is 𝗬𝗃𝗁 placing this 𝗧𝗵𝗶? And if he does place the 𝗧𝗵𝗶, you just have to keep the attacks doubled in. Even if you guess wrong, at least the 𝗧𝗵𝗺𝗃 comes in after and does a significant amount of damage onto that 𝗧𝗵𝗶, right? So I think 𝗧𝗵𝗃 with that big boy madness buff might have carried a lot of momentum. Here we go, 100%. Oh, 85%.
Crystal Spike trade, though, is gonna put the 𝗏𝗏 at risk, but unfortunately, execute not quite there. Base jump almost gets the kill, but it's not quite there, and the 𝗏𝗏 gets picked off. The Scarsing guy, 𝗏𝗏 sustains barely, but the Goring is online, and that is faster than the devil himself. This 𝗏𝗏 will not survive that if it follows through and connects, and he doesn't get a trade.
Yeah, well said. And looking at the back line, it has to either be 𝗏𝗏 eating the Goring or the 0B10 does have to eat it in 35%. Not enough to hold on. So 𝗧𝗵𝗶 gotta go fast. He is online. Let's see. Looking to take it down. But you know, the 𝗧𝗵𝗺𝗃 still online for this 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗵. Not able from 100 to 0, as we saw it did like somewhere like 80% or so. But as you said, Blue, I think that is a rather free Goring, most likely coming out. The only exception, if Crystal Spike Plague can outspeed the Goring, which I believe we saw 𝗵𝗶𝗆 faster than the 𝗬𝗏 before, then it would kill the 𝗵𝗶𝗆. But I believe 𝗧𝗵𝗶, actually no fire techniques as of right now. It just came on the board, so no Hellfire, no Fire Tornado. So yeah, if you can kill the 𝗵𝗶𝗆 with some 3 prio moves like that Crystal Spike, like the Plague, before the Goring goes off, 𝗧𝗏𝗃 has a chance. Let's see. Can it go off? If this was an unnoticed 𝗵𝗆, things would be looking bad, but there's a chance here.
Yeah, this is very close. 𝗧𝗵𝗃 guy fighting to get at least one win on 𝗬𝗃𝗁. Make Thanos bleed in this case. Right now is in a 3v3 situation with, well, 2 of the strongest Tems in the game, and 𝗬𝗶𝗵𝗆, the apex predator of the former aggressive squad. 𝗬𝗃𝗁 has basically merged the aggro strat of this meta and the aggro stat of all former metas, and it's very fun to watch.
Well, hey, 𝗵𝗆 didn't necessarily go anywhere. He's still here to stay, as we're seeing here today. So yeah, 𝗵𝗆 still very formidable. And we'll see, Goring was looking fast, but 𝗧𝗵𝗃 gotta go fast. We'll go first. So let's see, 𝗦𝗂𝗽𝗽𝗃 does pop off. So Bamboozle keeping it safe for just the time being. So no 𝗧𝗵𝗺𝗃, but the ninja jutsu instead of the spike. Wait a second.
He's gambling with the Plague goes first, but it's not there. He wasn't confident that Crystal Spikes would be faster than 𝗏𝗆𝗆, and it punishes DV on the 𝗏𝗆𝗆, securing the kill. But that is an OX on the 𝗏𝗏𝗆. 𝗧𝗵𝗃 guy down to his 0B1 versus a full HP 𝗧𝗵𝗃 and 𝗧𝗵𝗃 2.0.
No, a 𝗏𝗏𝗆 actually. A 𝗏𝗏𝗆 does transform, so does get some holds. But there, you know, beautiful read for 𝗧𝗵𝗃, reading that 𝗦𝗏𝗃 coming onto 𝗧𝗵𝗃, so going DV into 𝗵𝗆𝗆 instead. But you know what? Plasma Beam closing it down on those cute little Temtems.
No.
And now just Plague pressure. Look at the damage. I believe 𝗬𝗃𝗁 will indeed be our Airborne Archipelago Qualifiers number 2 champion. I don't want to speak too soon, but 𝗧𝗵𝗃 is so healthy. Plasma Beam taking it down with with the little embers, but the Plague, it is too fast.
It's Doppelganger's Booch.
Yes, too furious. And there we go, ladies and gents. Round of applause. 𝗬𝗃𝗁 is our champion here today. So